Hello friends, seems like ages since I did a video, but I'm sure it wasn't that long ago. Anywho, I was chatting to my lovely friend Lena the other day. You probably know her from Instagram. She goes under Resting Witch Face. I'll put her Instagram name here so you can find it easily. And she does heaps of really cool eye looks. Anyway, she was saying, why don't I think about doing another look at all my eye makeup palettes video? When I say look at all mine, what I mean is, would you be interested in having a look at what palettes I use these days? I did do a palette tour a while ago, and that was when I had a whole set of Alex drawers full of palettes, and that really was quite excessive. And it got to the point where we've been trying to downsize and declutter for ages and ages, and it got to the point where I had to decide whether I was going to put all my crafting stuff in the drawers or put all my makeup in the drawers. So I've got this dressing table behind me with a drawer in the front where I keep all my foundation and blushes and highlighters and things like that. So I thought, well, if I give away to people who would like to have them some of the palettes that I don't really use that much, and some of which I just got because everyone had got them, I'll just keep the ones I really use the most. So I did that and really cut them right down, and you'll see in the video that, I mean, there's a few, yes, but now they all live in a bookcase, and the entire 5 drawers of my Alex IKEA unit are dedicated to crafting equipment and things. Obviously, the bookcase is also quite full of crafting equipment and things as well, and it's got a few books in it too. Since I discovered the joys of reading a Kindle in bed at night, I've bought so many books on my Kindle that I don't have to have actual physical books anymore, which I thought I was going to hate, but I actually really quite enjoy, because I can't read a book at night in bed with my poor eyesight. Yes, so the Kindle, even though I thought I was going to hate it, absolutely could not live without it. Anyway, that's a story about the bookcase. So Lena, yes, Lena's idea was that I do a new palette tour. You get to see what is good, because if I've kept it, it's good. And I hope you enjoy having a look around what I actually do use. So this is it, my ultimate capsule, can't live without, shouldn't really buy any more palette collection. Yes, so where should we start? Well, I think we'll start with the newest one to me. It's not a new palette, it's this Illamasqua palette. It's the, God, I can't speak, the Illamasqua Experimental Artistry palette, and it looks like this, and I'm sure you can agree it's a beautiful rainbow kaleidoscope of colour. And the thing with Illamasqua is you know exactly what you're getting. Really good quality colour, really good quality eyeshadows, and this was given to me by the absolutely lovely Lena, who I mentioned earlier. And some time ago she also sent me Gone Rogue by Lois Cosmetics, which I absolutely adore. It's got one of the best purples ever in the history of purple, which is this one here, Nonconformist. And that green, that shimmery green, is just lovely as well. The one that Lena actually made me buy, well, she didn't make me buy it, she had it and I saw it and I thought, oh, I want that, is this one. It's by VE Cosmetics, so you know that everything about it is moral, ethical, vegan and wonderful, and it's a co-production with a band called Cradle of Filth, of whom you may have heard. And here's the colours in here. And as you can see, there's rather helpfully a large black. This is the palette I'm wearing today. I'm using the black, the grey and all the reds and the gold. And it's quite a spectacular array of colour. I didn't think it would be brilliant in terms of these browny colours, but in fact they're really, really good. And this one here is very good for blending out into the skin tone on me. So that's that one. So thanks, Lena, for making me buy that. I've got two over here which are sort of sunset, sunshine, that sort of thing. This one here is the Beauty Bay Sunset Horizons, which I just could never, ever, ever be without. I love it so much. You can do so much with it. You could do an all dark look. You could do an all bright look. You can do a brilliant sunset look with it, starting with the black and the purple and going up through here and going into the reds and oranges and yellows. And I've done it so many times I can't count. It's just a lovely, lovely thing. Very good quality Beauty Bay as well. And the other one in this sort of topic is by Jolie Beauty, and all her palettes are wonderful. This is the only one I've got though, because I got this one in the sale. And look at that. I mean, you can't say fairer than that really, can you? Look at those colours. Stunning. Everything from white to black, which is brilliant in any palette. All the pinks, all the oranges, more reds than you can shake a stick at. I've used this a tremendous amount and I love it very dearly, and I got it in such a great deal in the sale. So Jolie Cash, if you're watching, love this palette. So that's Golden Skies and Sunset Horizons. And as we're doing things that people have given me as well, I have this rather wonderful Flower Punk palette by Kaleidos, which was given to me by my wonderful friend Mare, who lives in America and has her own YouTube channel, Nightmare Bliss. And with this, the top completely comes off and it looks a bit like a British Urban Decay, that's it. It looks a bit like an Urban Decay layout, but Urban Decay should, you know, up their game if they ever want to even get close to this. I use this palette a lot because the colours in it are exactly like a long sleeve shirt I've got by NFD, my favourite band in all the world, and the design on the shirt has got a lot of these colours in. And as you know me, I like to wear on my face the colours I'm wearing on my clothes, so this is super handy, and you can take the lid off and use it as a hand mirror separately. And she also, Mare that is, she also gave me this rather fantastic palette. It's Shroud Cosmetics in collaboration with Batty Bean, and it's called It's Freaking Bats. I did do a review on this whole palette, and as you can see, it is extraordinarily well loved, mainly because this colour here, which is called Derry, the name of the town in the horror movie, is a perfect colour. I mean, it does everything you could want out of an eyeshadow, and if you only wanted like one colour on your eyes because you're running out the door, that is the colour. Little palettes, let's do a few more little ones. We've got this BH Cosmetics looking like a snack palette, which I always take when I go on holiday because it's got so many useful colours in it, and you don't have to have much room to take it with you. Black, dark purple, light red, blending out colours, lovely sort of almost silvery white corner colour, black with some glitter in it for nights out. It's a lovely thing. I mean, I don't only take that because that'd be silly just to take one palette when you could take more than one. This little one, Lashy Doodle, that I got in a Gothic Beauty box is very good because it's got so many gorgeous purples in it and a lovely black as well, and a very good white, I must say. I'm not the fondest, you know, I'm not madly keen on press glitter. I mean, it works and it's fine, but these purples are very nice, and this black and white are very good too. And I do thank Gothic Beauty magazine for giving it to me in the first place. Slightly larger, but by no means anywhere in the same ballpark colour-wise, is the Warrior 2 by Juvia's Place. And this has got an absolutely amazing black and white, a fantastic grey, and all these lovely autumnal colours which you can use for blush, you can use for eyeshadow, you can use for blending out. I absolutely love this palette, even though, you know, first glance you would not think it was up my Strasser, but it really is great. And you can, if you combine just the black and the dark sort of autumnal colour here, you could get a very, very nice look indeed. And as I say, this, it's not a white, it's a sort of a bone white, so that's a very useful colour. Here we have these two Beauty Bay small ones. This Beauty Bay Pastels palette it's a must-have for blending out. Every single colour in here is useful, and some I've used more than others, as you can see. I would say to anyone, if you haven't got this palette, try and get your hands on one, because it is so useful, and it goes very nicely with this Utopia palette, which is sort of like the opposite of it. It's all the colours, but the bright versions of them. This is a very good purple, and blended into this, it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And the greens are very good as well in here. Oh yes, talking about greens, my wonderful and very famous friend Missa sent me this Ace Beauté Oceanic palette, and wow. I mean, wow. Oceanic is such a small word to describe these colours. All the seas in all the worlds are covered by these colours. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, look at this green here, seagrass. You won't find that very often, I don't think. And this algae colour here is gorgeous too. The shimmers in this palette are extremely nice, really good quality. They're gorgeous, they really are. I love them. Thank you, Missa, for that. Now this is a big old lump of a thing by P.Louise. It's their Droplet of Magic palette, which I just had to have. It's a Halloween palette. It's got a little key and a heart-shaped lock, which actually work. And it came out with another palette at Halloween time that went with it. But I only got this one. And let me take the plastic off. 2 seconds. Sorry, I should have prepared this a lot better. I thought it would just fall off in my hand, because it usually does when I wear it. See, it has from the other side. Here we go. And these colours, well, fabulous. Just fabulous. As you can see, it has double Toil and Trouble, Fire Burn and Cauldron Bubble here. It's got some tremendous shimmers in there, and the greys and bone colours and the black, I mean, they're just beautiful. just beautiful. Very cool toned and lovely. And then if you turn it over, if I can get that out the way, can I get it out the way? Probably not, but it's all the fire, the purple, the warm colours that you could possibly ever want. Just beautiful. And of course all the lovely little indent images on the colours as well. So that's my droplet of magic. I'll put those plastic things back in a bit. We have now my three, count them, 3 Cosmic Brushes palettes. The newest one, which I did in my previous video, called Gothic, which as you can see is basically me in a palette. We've got the Winter Wonderland, which I use a tremendous lot actually, because the blues, they aren't just blue, they're purpley blue, and there are purples in there as well. There's a black, which is really gorgeous, a gorgeous black in here, and there's all sorts of other duochromes and multichromes that you can really do almost anything with. So that's Winter Wonderland. And the other one, which I got first, I think I got it first, did I get it first? I can't remember, but Cosmic Brushes Classic, absolutely classic. Let's fold that over. I mean, look at those colours. What a story. You can do anything with this palette, really. Look at that. That's one look. The orange goes with pretty much everything in here. You've got this wonderful thing, which is like a green multichrome, but not too goldish. You've got these wonderful mauvey purples and the blues and everything. One of these days I'm going to do a look with the orange and the green, but I haven't quite got round to it yet. So those are my Cosmic Brushes palettes. And then I've got my Bits and Pieces palettes. I've got this one, and this is some of these in here, and some in the next one I'm going to show you were sent to me by lovely Morrigan Raven, who you'll know from YouTube and Instagram as well. And these are terrific, absolutely terrific. And then these ones, they are sort of pressed glitter, but then again they're sort of not. But when I saw them, I just wanted them and I had to have them. I mean, that one's just, it's magical really. It's like Crushed Mermaid or something like that. Anyway, which I'm sure is, you know, unethical, but there we go. And then there's some more that Morrigan Raven sent me, these square ones. These ones are a collection of mine, which I've had forever. And this one here is one of my favourite multichromes. And this one is the Matrix by Becky Beauty Aurora Chameleon. It's tiny, but it's mighty powerful, I can tell you. It's very multichrome, very beautiful. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I think it's this one. Oh yeah, look at that. That one, what is that one? That one is Merope or Merope. I forget who that's by, but it's lovely. Anyway, so that is my entire capsule collection. Capsule, who am I trying to kid? It's everything that I decided I needed to have and couldn't possibly do without. It's everything I've got in eyeshadow palettes. I have got a big basket of singles as well, so you know, don't think that I'm that hard done by only having these palettes only, she says. I have got a big basket of singles as well, and if you're interested in my singles, let me know and I can you know, next time I feel the urge to make a video, I can always do something with them. So, back to me in the studio. Well, I really hope you enjoyed having a look at what palettes I think are worth having, worth holding on to, and worth using as often as possible. So if you'd like to like and subscribe, that would be smashing. I cannot tell you when I'm going to make another video because, as I said a couple of videos ago, I'm not going to make any more videos, but you know me. If something comes up and I feel that it's important and I'd like to share it with you and it would be fun doing, then I will do it. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves and all the lovely companion animals that you share your lives with, and make sure that whatever happens out there in the world, if you can control it or influence it, then do the best you can. If you can't control it and you can't influence it and there's nothing you can do to change it, then just take a breath, accept it and move on. I'm sending all my very warmest wishes to all of you wherever you are in the world. I know some people are watching from some very far-flung places and I appreciate that massively. Do please share some of my videos if you get the chance. Do please go back and watch some of my older ones if you're ever bored and you've got nothing better to do. But in the meantime, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and please, please stay strange. Bye for now.